What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is UnrealEntGaming, and welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. Welcome back, everybody, on this very chilly day. It is very chilly outside, as you guys already know. It's Friday. I really hope you guys are going to go on ahead and enjoy your weekend. Of course, for me, I'm going to be booked this weekend. I'm not going to be here starting tomorrow, so that's going to suck for me. But it is what it is. That is the path that I have taken in life, so I'm just going to have to deal with that. Halloween is exactly 2 Fridays away. Cannot wait because me and my friends have something special. Quick question for you guys out there. A quick little show of hands, I guess you could say. How many of you guys would like to see me and my friends go out and do trick-or-treating and just do some stupid stuff? Just let me know in the comment section below. We had a couple of ideas. So, I mean, we're going to have to run them by real quick before we do that. So, I don't know. All I know is that the AMC network and all these other channels have been producing some really cool stuff. I just got done watching Annabelle about a week ago, whatnot, and I'm looking forward to seeing that Ouija movie, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I just got done finished watching 30 Days of Night, and for those of you out there that are looking to watch something really scary, 30 Days of Night is pretty cool. It gets no better than a bunch of vampires hunting you down in the middle of fucking Alaska while it's nighttime and whatever, just hunting the entire town down. It's fucking sick. So, but anyways, everybody, for those of you out there who haven't already done so, please go on ahead and check out and go on ahead and subscribe to my second channel. The link will be in the description below at UnrealEnt Network. On that channel, guys, you will find a whole bunch of cool stuff that you will not find on here, including Dragon Ball Z, parodies, videos, vlogs, all that kind of stuff. So, once again, everybody, we're about to get into your questions right now. So, let's begin with our first question of the motherfucking day, which is from Nova Prime. First off, hey Alex, how's it going, my brother? May God bless you and good luck with your future. Thank you, man. That really means a lot to me. Very upfront and respectful. Thank you. Now on to the questions. Question 1, what do you think about the new Silent Hill game? Question 2, oh fuck, I must have drank too much Sprite. Question 2, what do you think about people doing the Ice Bucket Challenge and not really supporting it and just doing it for attention? Question 3, Super Saiyan 3, Broly versus Super Saiyan 3, Goku. Thanks for answering my questions, man, and God bless you. God bless you as well, my friend. Thank you so much. Well, to answer your first question, as I said, the new Silent Hill game is going to be sick. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be, from a first-person point of view, something that Silent Hill, I believe, never had before. And if so, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm really looking forward to this because it reminds me of Paranormal Activity. It reminds me of the old-school classic, like, you know, check your corridors and don't go into the, you know, darkness without a flashlight type of video game. And with all of the monsters and demons that they're gonna have, it's gonna be very sick. And I'm actually looking forward to getting that game. And that game might be game of the year for me. I mean, Silent Hills has really impressed me, especially the playable teaser. Lord knows what awaits for the actual game, although you know, Del Toro and Kojima said that whatever happened in the actual teaser is not going to be correlated to the actual game. That kind of gets me thinking. It's like, well, is that a bad thing? Is that a good thing? We don't really know. But, I mean, the game is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to remind me a lot of the old-school horror movies and, you know, modern-day horror movies, I guess you could say, such as Paranormal Activity. You're going in there, and you don't really know what's there, you know. You're hearing noises, and things are moving, and, you know, there's just a whole bunch of stuff happening. So, that game is recommended for everybody, along with Resident Evil Revelations 2. That game will be dropping early next year as well. Looks pretty cool. I'll get into that as soon as I can, as soon as I'm asked about it. But Resident Evil Revelations 2 is very interesting because, I mean, we're all waiting for Resident Evil 7, and I'm pretty sure 7's going to come after Revelations 2. But Revelations 2, I feel like, is going to be very good, just by the teaser and the trailer alone. So, to answer your second question, yes, people that are still doing the Ice Bucket Challenge, that shit fucking pisses me off. All right, listen to me very carefully. The Ice Bucket Challenge was originally made to help spread awareness for the ALS disease, for the ALS, you know, issue that's been going on. The ALS, you know, foundation was built on that. You know, you're going to donate $100 to the foundation so they can help find a cure. People have been doing it just for fucking attention. That's why I haven't done the Ice Bucket Challenge. I feel like I don't need that kind of stunt to just gain anything out of that, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody who does the Ice Bucket Challenge should initially just donate something. I mean, what the fuck, man? Have people become really that greedy and self-centered? Although sometimes it's pretty cool to see, most people aren't even fucking doing it correctly. They're just pouring water on themselves. No, it's supposed to be a giant bucket of ice cold water, not just warm water, not just water. You have to have ice in that shit, you know what I mean? And then after you're done, just donate the money and just, do a good thing and just contribute to a good cause. But most people these days are just doing it and they're like, hey, I nominate so-and-so and blah. They throw water on themselves and they just look dumb because they want to look cool nominating friends and whatnot, but they're not, actually taking any action into, donating for the actual cause. People are dying because of this, it's not cool to do that and just laugh about it. I mean, that's just my point of view, I guess you could say. Who the fuck is texting me right now? I ought to punch that fucking person. How dare you text me during this? And to answer your last question, Super Saiyan 3 Broly versus Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I would have to say Broly because of raw power and the fact that I believe that Broly would be able to withstand a lot more than Goku. I feel like Broly is just a giant, juggernaut. He's a tank. He's just, an overall, monster, and I feel like if Goku wins, if Goku's going to win, I feel like it's going to be because he has instant transmission. I don't know. I just feel like Goku would be able to catch Broly off guard here and there. But in terms of actual just, being able to capitalize on him, I'm not sure. Unless, of course, he hits the Spirit Bomb, which I really doubt. I really, really, really doubt that, he'd be able to hit that on Broly without Broly trying to, come back at him. But I would have to say Broly just because he's a tank. He does not, physically care about his opponents or about the planet as a whole, So I would have to say Broly, man. So anyways, Mr. Nova, thank you for the questions, buddy, and I hope you have a wonderful and very warm weekend, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Joe. Hey, Alex, I have a few questions for you for the next fan mail video. All right, let's begin. All right, here we go. Question 1, have you seen the test footage for the Deadpool movie? And if so, are you excited for the official movie coming out in 2016? Question 2, what do you think of the rivalry so far between America and Russia in the WWE? Question 3, who do you think should return in Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods 2 and why? And finally, question 4, what is your favorite Toonami show when you were a kid besides Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z? Thanks for being awesome with your videos. Also, if this gets on here, my YouTube channel is Mr. Death Kid 117, and that is my actual name. All right, well, thank you, Joe. And there you go, guys, Mr. Death the Kid 117. To answer your first question, I've seen the little trailer for Deadpool, and it looks so fucking sick. Finally, Deadpool gets a movie. I mean, you guys have to clap it up for that. I mean, Deadpool is really, really cool. I don't see why a lot of people would hate on Deadpool. Deadpool is such a maniacal yet, funny character. He's very charismatic. He has a lot, on his plate because there are going to be a lot of movies that are going to be, very near that time frame, I guess you could say. You're gonna have the Avengers 2 come out by then. Of course, it's coming out in a few months, and I cannot wait. I do believe the Batman Superman movie is gonna be pushed to 2016. Not really sure. I've been hearing about that, but even if that's the case, I mean, I feel like the Deadpool movie is going to be very, very good. A lot of people have been looking forward to that. Just like a lot of people have been looking forward to the Spawn movie. Everybody wanted to see a new Spawn movie. I mean, come on. Us comic book fans, a lot of people wanted to see a lot of different comic book movies, such as, Black Panther and, Doctor Doom and all this shit. I mean, there were some people that wanted to see a Galactus movie, although that would be very, very far-fetched. I mean, I don't see how exactly they would be able to, do that. But either way, I feel like Deadpool is gonna tell an amazing story, and Deadpool is gonna be awesome. Although my little fantasy battle was always between Deathpool versus Deathstroke. I know a lot of people might say, well, Deadpool would slaughter him. I mean, it's just one of my little fan fictions, I guess you could say, having Deadpool battle him. But Deadpool is gonna be great. 2016, I don't see why so fucking far away, man. Why can't they just drop it late 2015? I don't understand. But it is what it is, and I'm excited, and finally going to get a good movie. So, to answer your second question, America versus Russia in WWE. Well, Rusev, I like that story. The storyline seems very cool. But they're going a little too reality-based, you know what I mean? Like with the whole America/Russia problems that we're having now. I don't think that's a good idea to be doing that on TV and having America versus Russia. I mean, many people don't realize what's really going on in the world today, and it's horrible, guys. It's horrible. The things that are going on with Russia and America, the tension is very high because of, the things that are happening in the Ukraine and, all that stuff. And of course, now we have our own problems with, the terrorist group ISIS and stuff like that. I don't think WWE or any other program should be implementing that or making fun of that or reenacting that, because God forbid we all wake up tomorrow and we find out that World War III has broken out. I don't think we're going to have long to live, because that is not a pleasant thing to, wake up to and stuff like that. Although I understand that the America/Russia storyline in WWE is kind of planned out and whatnot. I mean, it's for entertainment purposes. Of course, they're using real life scenarios, but I don't think that should be the case, because sometimes that does start a problem with fans, and certain fans tend to get out of line, and stuff like that can just go for the worst. So I think it's cool on an entertainment purpose and standpoint, but in terms of real life stuff, I think they should just lay off that kind of thing, because it's not going to be good at the end of the day. So to answer your third question, the return of Battle of Gods 2, well, even if that's going to be the case, even if that's the name, shit, I want to see Beerus. I want to see Whis. I want to see God Vegeta. I want to see God Goku. I want to see Super Saiyan God Gogeta if he's there. But either way, I want to see Vegito Gogeta. I want to see a lot more action. I want to see, desperation. I want to see the original Super Saiyan God perhaps make his debut. There's just a lot of elements that we would like to see. Of course, with Dragon Ball Xenoverse having the God of Time be introduced, that is so sick. I mean, for those of you out there who saw my previous episodes on Dragon Ball Xenoverse, they actually introduced the God of Time. That is so freaking cool for them to have that, the Supreme Kai of Time. That there's an overseer of time somewhere out there managing and, keeping everything the way it should, So why not introduce, the God of Rage, the God of Pestilence, the God of, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool to have that, but like I said, Dragon Ball Z 2015 can go either way. They can introduce brand new characters that aren't gods. They can introduce characters that are gods. I mean, who knows? But I am so looking forward to it, because I know it's going to be worth a lot, especially with what they're going to go with. So whoever's not looking forward to that film, I don't see what the hell's wrong with you. But Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods 2 would be a good name, because obviously, I would have Beerus and Whis return for one more batch. And I would have Whis fight, actually, because Whis seems like he's a very, very aggressive character. So, but we're still in the middle of October, so we're going to have to find out where exactly they go with this. But either way, I don't see them going down whatsoever. I just see a very bright future for them. And to answer your final show, my favorite show from Toonami was always Dragon Ball Z. That was the only reason why I would watch. So I have to say Dragon Ball Z, because that was the only show that I really cared about on Toonami. I remember when Toonami came on, I was so fucking excited, because I would see Dragon Ball Z and I was like, yes. Dragon Ball as well, but not as much as Dragon Ball Z. So, to be honest, I don't have a favorite TV show on Toonami besides Dragon Ball fucking Z. That was my thing, so. Anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a terrific weekend, my friend. Now, moving on to the next question, which is from Joseph. Hey, Alex, I hope you're having an amazing day, and thanks for letting me play some Destiny with you. No problem, man. Means a lot. I hope I can join you in your future games. I'm still crossing my fingers that you make it into the WWE. Well, don't we all, right? One person's dream can only go so far without the support of his friends and family, right? So, anyways, on to the question. Question number 0. What if Cell absorbed 18 first? Would they look any different? Question 2. Which movie reboot was better, Evil Dead or Godzilla? Ooh, that's a tough one. Question number 2. I'm ready for the new DBZ game, but do you think they will add the Cold family storyline? Question 3, what do you think of them adding a hub world in Xenoverse? Question 4, should they start making villain movies such as Venom, Carnage, etc., etc.? Question 5, what do you think of Mojang selling Minecraft to Microsoft? Question 6, what do you think of WWE 2K15 bringing back career mode? Question number 7, when you are in the ring, how do you feel when the crowd is silent? And final question, would you much rather see your future or an alternative timeline? Ooh, That is a very good question. Those are all my questions for this week. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see more matches of you soon. God bless you, man. God bless you too, Joseph. Thank you very much. Well, to answer your first question, if Cell absorbed 18, yes, I do believe they would look much different. I mean, that was always like a what-if scenario. What if Cell absorbed 18 first? Would he be stronger? Would he be weaker? Would he look different and whatnot? I do believe that everything about Cell would change if he absorbed Android 18 first. Although it was fine the way they did it, you know, they had to capitalize on 17 first, and 17 got the dog shit beat out of him. I mean, if you guys remember looking back on it, 17 really did get the piss beat out of him by Piccolo, and then on top of that, to have Cell come out of nowhere and just like bludger him half to death, it made for a very interesting story, but it would have been a much bigger swerve if, you know, Cell beat down 17 and then absorbed 18 out the blue. Like, he just, you know, bum rushed her, knocked 16 down, grabbed 18, and then poof. But I do believe they would have looked much different in terms of strength, durability, and all that kind of stuff. I do believe he would have been different as well. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think Cell would have looked different or probably been weaker or stronger if he absorbed 18 first? Let me know. To answer your first question, the reboot for Evil Dead or Godzilla, honestly, they were both great films. I really enjoyed the shit out of both of them, and that's exactly how remakes and reboots should be done. Evil Dead and Godzilla definitely embodied what it is to have a good reboot. Between the two, I can't really choose because I enjoyed them both very, very much. Although both movies were perfect, they also had their flaws as well. Evil Dead, I felt like could have been a little longer. Godzilla could have had a little bit more action. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain because both reboots were awesome. But if I honestly had to choose, I would have to say probably Evil Dead, just by a fucking little bit. Not by much, but just a little bit, Evil Dead, because of the story and, you know, the horrifying things that were happening around them. So, to answer your second question, Xenoverse is shaping out to be Dragon Ball Online all over again. I mean, it sucks that they took it down, but Dragon Ball Online has never died because now it has become Xenoverse. And by adding the Cold family line, I think that'd be pretty cool to add that kind of a story, because you're going to have the implication of, you know, Frieza, King Cold, you know, Cooler and all that kind of stuff, his family, his origins. Although I would have to say that I'm really, really surprised the way they are doing Xenoverse, because Xenoverse is a free-roaming Dragon Ball Z video game, the embodiment of Dragon Ball Online. And Dragon Ball Online was really, really cool, but they never really brought it on over to the English side of things, for most people, I guess you could say. And they didn't really embody the way they're doing it now. Like, Xenoverse is shaping out to be one of the best Dragon Ball Z games ever. Although I did watch videos of the actual customization mode, not really too pleased with that, I guess you could say. They could have had more hairstyles. They could have had a little bit more. But I guess you could say Xenoverse is going to be a game where they're going to test it out. If the fans like it, they will make more of it. So, and the storyline is going to be amazing because it embodies a bunch of alternative timelines. Like, what if, you know, Raditz killed Goku? What if, you know, Cell killed Gohan? What if, you know, your character helped Goku push the Spirit Bomb towards Kid Buu and stuff like that? It's pretty cool. So, I'm very pleased on that side of things. So, to answer your fourth question, yes, and yes. I do believe Venom deserves his own movie. Carnage, I mean, where the hell is Carnage, man? Carnage deserves to be in a Spider-Man film already, because, I mean, god dang, it's been years, and people still can't get Carnage to be in the movie. I understand he's not really, you know, PG. Carnage is a rated R kind of character and whatnot, but I mean, I guess they could bring him down to PG-13 a little bit, but I mean, damn it, they do deserve to showcase Carnage, because Carnage gave Spider-Man a freaking monumentous run during his you know, saga with him and whatnot. And Venom, when he battled Carnage, that was pretty cool as well. So why not have villain movies? I mean, I really don't see why not, to be honest. I feel like that's what's missing in a sense a little bit. You know, we have all these superhero movies, but yet, you know, no initial idea on the super villain movies, you know what I mean? Most people would want to see a Darkseid movie, a Thanos movie, an Ultron movie. I would love to see an Ultron movie, you know what I mean? Because the bad guy wins in the end. But yeah, I would love to see Venom and Carnage. Those are the only two characters that I am eagerly awaiting to see in the Amazing Spider-Man. Hopefully by next year we're gonna have Venom. Hopefully by sometime next year or the year after we're gonna have Carnage. I mean, who knows? I really expect to see those characters because I grew up on Venom and Carnage. And, you know, those two characters are just, you know, the embodiment of what it's like to be a villain. So really looking forward to seeing that. If not, I will be very disappointed. I will hate Spider-Man forever. To answer your fifth question, Mojang selling Minecraft to Microsoft. I don't see why Microsoft was so interested in buying them out. I guess you could say because Mojang actually had a lot of, you know, potential behind its success, merchandise, theme parks, you know, the video game sales were through the roof and whatnot. So, but by Microsoft acquiring it, I mean, I really hope they don't put like this ban to, you know, content creators where you can't upload Minecraft, because Minecraft has been a success everywhere. It's because of you guys that Minecraft is a success. So, I mean, really, I don't see why they bought them out for $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. That is so much freaking money. I mean, Microsoft is going to make it all back once they have everything settled in with Mojang and Minecraft and all that kind of stuff. I just really hope that Microsoft does not mess Minecraft up, because if they do, I will be the most pissed off person ever. But I'm sure this is not the last of Minecraft. We're going to have a lot more awesome stuff headed our way. And let's just hope that Microsoft does things correctly, because if they don't, it'll be another game sent to the graveyard. So, to answer your sixth question, WWE and its career mode, I am very happy because I would like to take my character on a journey. I would like to take my character through his career mode and whatnot, just having to go through that experience. So, as for career mode, I cannot wait to embark on that, because I miss playing career mode and I think it's going to be incredibly awesome, possibly the best career mode yet. To answer your seventh question, when the crowd is silent, to be honest, it kind of hurts me a little bit. I'm like, oh man, I have to get these people pumped, and I do have my ways of doing that, and when they're making noise, I feel very happy. So, and to answer your final question, would I like to see my future, or would I like to see an alternative timeline of myself? I would have to say I would like to see an alternative version of me, because I would love to see how I would end up, you know, doing things differently. I mean, a future's a future. I mean, you're promised to go somewhere, but I mean, there's no place in the world that promises you to show you how you would be if you'd done things differently on a daily basis. I mean, I probably would have been dead. I probably would have been a horrible person, a better person, who knows. But I would love to see the alternative timeline of myself, because I would love to see which path I would have taken in life. And for those of you out there as well, I mean, I posed this question for you. Would you guys rather see yourselves and how you're doing in the future, or would you like to see an alternative timeline of yourself? Let me know in the comment section below, and why. So anyways, Mr. Joseph, thank you for the questions, buddy, and I hope you have a terrific weekend, my friend. And now, moving on to the next question, which is from Grizzly Bear. Alex, what's up, bro? Nothing much, just staring at your grizzly photo. I like bacon. Well, now that we have established that, let's begin with the questions. Anyway, question number 1, what do you think of Dragon Ball Z Multiverse? Question number 2, who would win, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or Super Saiyan 3 Vegito? And question number 3, do you like bacon? You're a bear that likes bacon. That's fucking awesome. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, to answer your first question, what do I think of Dragon Ball Z Multiverse? Very, very good. I like Multiverse because it gives you alternative timelines. What if Frieza killed Goku? What if Cell killed Gohan? What if Kid Buu killed Goku? What if, you know, all of the Nameks on planet Namek fused into one warrior? What if Broly destroyed the entire universe? What if Super Buu absorbed everybody? It's awesome. And then when they all collided and they all fought, everybody had different power levels, different memes of having to be a warrior and whatnot. Dragon Ball Z Multiverse is very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Although there are some flaws, I would still love to see more from that. I would have loved to see more alternative characters. Like, what if Super Boo absorbed Janemba? What if, Baby was there? What if the GT characters was there? I mean, that would have been awesome. There you go. That's an alternative timeline. The GT characters, you know what I mean? So, I think that multiverse tells a very good story. I just feel like there's certain things to me that are just like, yeah, it could have been done better, could have been done this way or that way, but they are what they are, and I feel like Dragon Ball Z Multiverse tells an immense story on what it is that exactly follows up with certain timelines. So for me, I mean, my favorite Dragon Ball Z fan-made mangas, I guess you could say, are Dragon Ball New Age and Dragon Ball Multiverse. In terms of anything else, I mean, there's a friend of mine that's making Dragon Ball Z Bad Galaxy, I believe it's called. I have another friend who's doing Dragon Ball Z Mystic Time. There is another person that I've been reading that's doing Dragon Ball Z, what was it, what the hell is it called? God Wars, I believe. It's Dragon Ball God Wars. Pretty much embodying gods battling each other and whatnot, during this whole crusade and whatnot. So, I mean, there are several people working on their own mangas. I would be telling you a lie if I say I wasn't either. And yes, I am sort of kind of working on one, but I'm not really in a sense because I'm focusing on one character right now, and his name is Raikon. A lot of you guys already know of Raikon, so it's pretty cool to get that done and out the way. So you'll be seeing more of that very, very soon. But in terms of multiverse, I think multiverse is phenomenal. Very, very good. To answer your second question, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. I've answered this dozens of times, and it always goes back to this. I mean, if Gogeta took the fight serious within his given time frame, I do believe Gogeta would win. I mean, you can't really say that Gogeta can't really win because Gogeta possesses, otherworldly abilities. I mean, this dude is just flat out like a monster. Like, literally, this dude is a monster. So for me, I would have to say that Gogeta would win only if Gogeta took the fight serious. If Gogeta took the fight serious, I do believe he would win. But in terms of raw, unmitigated power that pretty much can last a very, very long time, I do think that that one would have to go towards Vegito because he actually is able to do a lot more with his time. He's able to do a lot more with, his potential and whatnot. He doesn't have a time limit, so you can carry that. You can actually carry that out, and you can actually just, have an immense battle with that because I do feel like Gogeta and Vegito would tear each other up. Although, I mean, just it's hard to say. I mean, but I would have to go with Gogeta just because I feel like Gogeta would take the fight serious from the get-go, realizing that Vegito is a very credible threat. Why would they not want to do that? But in the end, like I said, if he didn't take it serious, Vegito would destroy him. And to answer your final question, yes, I would hopefully, presume that I like bacon because I do like bacon. So I can't really argue with that one. So yes, Mr. Bear, I like bacon. Yes, I do. But anyways, Mr. Grizzly Bear, thank you for the questions, bro, and I hope you have a great day. And now, moving on to the next question, which is from David Gohan. Alex, you are an amazing person, bro. So here are my questions. Thank you, David. Question number 1, what are your thoughts on Trick or Treat 2? Will it be better than the first movie? Question 2, what would you do if a worldwide virus breaks out? Non-zombie related. Question number 3, what are your favorite modern day horror movies and why? Question 4, do you believe Goku will battle Beerus again in the next Dragon Ball Z movie? Question number 5, what do you think about found footage horror movies like Paranormal Activity? Well, to answer your first question, Trick or Treat is a great movie. I think you all should go on ahead and check that out. Trick or Treat offers, perspectives on, Halloween's classics such as witches, werewolves, zombies, and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, vampires and stuff. And they add their own little twists and turns to it. So Trick or Treat was a phenomenal Halloween film. I think I'm definitely gonna watch that on Halloween, because I feel like Trick or Treat does deserve to be watched on Halloween because it is a Halloween film to its very core. And Trick or Treat 2. Well, to be honest, I would like to see a lot more. I do believe Trick or Treat 2 will be a lot better than the first movie. Then again, I do question it sometimes because of originality. I think Trick or Treat 2 is going to be a phenomenal film, and I really hope that it drops on Halloween. So I think Trick or Treat 2 ought to introduce more of the zombie element, the mummy element, the witchcraft element, the satanic element, and stuff like that. You know, tell different varieties of stories, you know. I really hope that they don't go back and do the whole werewolf thing again, stuff like that. It's already been done, and whatever's been done in the first film, you ought to change that up and add something different in the second film. The overall, like, oh shit, what the hell? Fucking papers are flying off. The overall concept of Trick or Treat is very, very cool, so I hope they stick by that. If not, I will be very disappointed in and of itself. But I think Trick or Treat 2 is going to be very good. Like I said, if you guys haven't checked out the first movie, you ought to go on ahead and check it out. So to answer your second question, damn, if a worldwide virus broke out, what would I do? Wow. I don't think that there's much we all can do if you think about it. If a worldwide virus broke out, number one, I would not go to work. I would not take my ass to work. Hell no. What I would do is I would shelter myself. I would pretty much barricade myself in my house. Not only that, but I would seal off every little thing that I could in my house. Everywhere where there's a crack in the wall, or if there's, like, you know, a ventilation system that leads to the outside, I would seal off everything that has to do with the outside coming in. That includes windows and doors. I would stack up on food like crazy because food is a necessity. Remember, guys, without food, we'll be dead. I think water is very important. Like, a lot of people tend to forget about water. All they care about is soda, beer, juice. No. Water is the most essential thing because water helps out your muscle tissues. Water is good for your blood. So I would definitely stack up on water like crazy. But if, God forbid, a worldwide virus broke out. If that shit were to break out, I'm telling you right now, I don't see how, you know, things could be hopeful for a lot of people, because God forbid, you know, a killer strain virus were to break out, shuts down our immune system, shuts down our respiratory system, shuts down our organs. We're screwed, you know what I mean? Like, it's something not to take lightly, because a lot of people would see that as, oh yeah, a virus broke out, I can do whatever I want. No, you can't. You'd be dead in a matter of weeks, sometimes even possibly days, depending on the virus. You know, we have the Ebola virus, the swine flu, the bird flu. We have a lot of unknown viruses, man, and I feel like these viruses are being created by man. But that's in another totally different video that I'll talk about another time. But, you know, if a worldwide virus were to break out, it'll not be good at all, because a lot of people would panic. A lot of people would, you know, just do things that they normally wouldn't do to survive, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do to survive. If a worldwide virus broke out, pray to God, collect your food, store your stuff, you know, find shelter, and just, you better hope that there's some sort of cure, or at least let the storm pass, because if not, I mean, how could things look any better from that? You know, God forbid, you know, a worldwide killer virus breaks out. I mean, there's no way anybody would be able to stay in touch or commute or anything like that, because the virus would be so damn bad that it'll just eradicate humanity. And I really hope that never happens, ever, you know. So to answer your third question, my favorite modern day horror films today and why. Well, I kind of fell off the whole slasher thing, because I feel like slasher films aren't really up there anymore as they used to. I'm more into like the Paranormal Activity / you know, Annabelle movies. You know, Insidious. Well, I did not like Insidious, but I liked Annabelle. I liked Paranormal Activity. Well, a couple of them. You know, The Conjuring and stuff like that. Those were my favorites because sometimes it's the atmosphere that can get to you the most, you know, and I feel like movies like that are very, very good. I mean, I've been waiting for Jeepers Creepers 3 for the longest now. I mean, that's one film that I've wanted to see for such a freaking long time, because Jeepers Creepers 3, I feel like would have been the be-all, end-all of the franchise. I don't see why they never continued. I understand that a lot of people hated the second film. The first film, as a kid, it did creep me out as well, but I mean, like with the modern day stuff we have now, in the modern day path in which we're going in, I don't see why they don't make that kind of a film and release that. You know, that'll be another film I would love to watch. So Evil Dead was my favorite as well. That was really good because of the overall depiction and whatnot. I feel like movies today ought to be a little longer. Like, what the heck is with all the films lasting about an hour, like, and 10 minutes? That shit really pisses me off because you don't have enough time to tell the story. But I mean, those would have to be my favorites for obvious reasons, you know. To answer your your fourth question, excuse me, would I like to see and do I believe Goku will battle Beerus? I really hope so. I mean, how many of you guys out there would like to see fucking Goku battle Beerus one more time? I certainly would. I would like to see Goku get beat down and then freaking have Vegeta jump in like, it's my time, Kakarot. You know, it's just like, whoa, Vegeta's getting in this shit now? Awesome, you know what I mean? So I would love to see Vegeta get up in the mix. But as for Goku versus Beerus, I would have to say yes, I do see that coming at least one more time. But this time, I don't know, I have a feeling that Goku might win. And then perhaps maybe Beerus, you know, transforms or ascends to his true power or something like that, you know? And to answer your final question, found footage horror movies. I answered that question before, but I'll answer it one more time. Found footage movies ought to be more original because I feel like they're a good concept, but too many people go into these films and are like, oh, well, I expect to see this, I expect to see that. Don't go inside of these movies expecting that shit, because when you expect too much, you're gonna get let down. So just pay attention to the story, enjoy the movie for what it's worth. Unless of course the movie is complete and utter shit, then you have a reason to, you know, pretty much shit on it. But for me, I would have to say found footage movies, especially the horror ones, they ought to step it up a notch and do things a little differently. They've been doing it differently when they first started doing found footage for movies, and now they're just all, you know, the same old rehashed stuff. And I feel like if they don't do something different really soon, it's just gonna follow under, you know, and fall under the category of just being, you know, overrated. So. But anyways, Mr. David, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a terrific day. And thank you all once again, everybody, for watching. My name is UnrealEntGaming. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to hit it up with a like and a favorite. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Please be sure to check out my second channel at UnrealEnt Network. I am about to go shower, and then I am contemplating on either going to get something to eat or possibly going to sleep just to get a quick nap on before I start watching my horror films. You know, like, now that you mentioned Trick or Treat, I'm about to watch that because I really missed that film. I haven't watched it since like 2011. I miss it. So I just might watch that if anything. But once again, everybody, thank you all once again. The Walking Dead is back, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. I missed out on like one episode, so I'm gonna have to step my game up and start watching that shit. But anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching once again. God bless each and every single one of you guys. Stay tuned for more. Don't forget to submit your questions in the comment section below. And I'll be seeing each and every one of you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.